Well, hello and welcome to this Moneycontrol live stream. You're watching Closing Bell with me, Nandita Khemka.
And I'm Yatin Mota.
Well, Yatin, we were cruising above that 18,300
Yeah.
mark, but by the end of the day, we have trimmed or erased most of the gains with the Nifty shutting shop below that 18,300 mark. Extremely flat, but we managed to end in the positive zone, barely in the positive zone. You know, if you look at the sectoral movers, autos, IT, and pharma still managed to hold on to gains, but it was a Nifty PSU banking pack that index shed somewhere around 2.5%. Not surprising because SBI was among one of the top losers, aside of UPL, which came in with a poor set of numbers, and brokerages have given a mixed opinion on the stock. Nevertheless, it was down somewhere around 3% in today's session. Bajaj Finance was also among the prominent losers. What held out today was Divi's Labs, Coal India, IndusInd Bank, even that has managed to continue its gaining streak today as well. Among the mid-cap end of the markets, do you think it was the PSU banking names that weighed heavy on the market today?
Yeah, I think the markets almost were up 0.7% in terms of the mid cap and small caps, and they ended flat. I think the pain point really was some profit taking in the mid cap end of the market. If you look at a lot of stocks in Nifty 500, they were down in double digits. सबसे पहले शुरू करते हैं इंडियाबुल रियल एस्टेट एंड दे गॉट अ एडवर्स ऑर्डर फ्रॉम द एनसीएलटी विद रिगार्ड्स टू द मर्जर विद एम्बेसी and because of that the stock was down 20%, so that stock hit a lower circuit. Apar Industries good quarter earnings लेकिन profit taking आई 15% नीचे वो stock. Zomato, Indian Bank, IRFC, RVNL, तो जो railway stocks हैं और जो defense stocks हैं which ran up quite a bit, they are looking at some profit taking, जिसकी वजह से आज mid and small cap indices में भी प्रॉफिट टेकिंग थी ऊपर के लेवल से. बट हाँ, एक फ्लैट क्लोज बाजार के लिए और मिड कैप्स में थोड़ा ऊपर के लेवल से सेलिंग प्रेशर आता हुआ.
Well, with that, let's take a look at all the stocks that are on our radar this afternoon. Starting with Mankind Pharma, what a blockbuster debut it was for this stock. You know, it listed at a premium of 20% to its issue price of 1,080 rupees a share, but it ended above that 1,400 level, 1,422 or thereabouts, up somewhere around 30%. You know, Macquarie, before its listing, had initiated an outperform rating on the stock with a target price of 1,400, which has been rather met by now. And we saw a great debut as well as a great close for this stock. You know, if you look at this company, you know, it is the largest pharma company to come out with an IPO after Gland Pharma, and it has clocked in a compounded annual growth rate of 16% over FY20 to FY22 versus the Indian pharma growth of 11%. So it's on a strong footing where growth is concerned. If you look at what Macquarie has said, it has said that the company is well positioned to double its PAT by FY26. And you know, among the pure play domestic players, this is the cheapest stock after Pfizer. You know, at a time when at a time when pharma giants are grappling with US FDA issues, this is one stock which doesn't have any overhang of that sort, because 98% of its sales comes from domestic business, right? Because if you look at other pharma companies like Sun Pharma, Lupin, all these companies, 40% of their sales come in from the US market, and that's why, you know, all those US FDAs are weighing in heavy on these stocks. So Mankind Pharma, great debut. Poised for good growth. That's what analysts are saying. Let's see how it pans out.
But I think one concern about Mankind, Nandita, would be that the stock now is at 60,000 crores of market capitalization. Valuations are through the roof.
Yeah.
Yes, as you were saying, that the advantage is that domestic growth is there. Domestic market में concentration है इनका. लेकिन हाँ, जहाँ भी वो है वहाँ market leadership position है. और कहीं ना कहीं इनको ऐसे लगता है कि जो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन ड्रग्स हैं या जो ओटीसी ड्रग्स हैं, यहाँ इनको कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी तो वो लेंगे. एक्विजिशन एक पास्ट में किया था, वो भी इतना खास नहीं किया, लेकिन देखते हैं बाजार कितना वैल्यूएशन देता है. लेकिन हाँ, अभी तो बहुत ही तगड़ी लिस्टिंग इसके लिए. दूसरा स्टॉक जो आज हमारे फोकस रेडार पे है वो है महानगर गैस लिमिटेड, MGL. एफएनओ का टॉप गेनर, लगभग 7-7.5% के साथ ये स्टॉक चला. एबिटा मार्जिन्स पे कंपनी ने एक ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस दिया, एक पॉजिटिव सरप्राइज था. हालांकि वॉल्यूम्स में थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉब्लम था, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं यहाँ ब्रोकरेजेस उत्साहित हैं रिजल्ट्स को लेके. मार्जिन्स भी अगर हम कहें तो जो एलएनजी कॉस्ट में कमी आई है, गैस के दाम जो गिरे हैं, उसके कारण एक ज़बरदस्त मार्जिन एक्सपेंशन कंपनी को मिला है. आगे चलते हुए जो सीएनजी पेट्रोल पंप्स हैं या सीएनजी पंप्स इसको कहें, यहाँ कंपनी एक एक्सपेंशन करने वाली है. सिटी गैस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में उन्होंने एक रिसेंटली एक्विजिशन किया, वो भी एक एक्साइटिंग न्यूज़ थी. तो कहीं ना कहीं MGL ये स्टॉक रखिए अपने रेडार पे, क्योंकि मार्जिन परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा था। हालांकि मैक्वेरी वैल्यूएशंस के वजह से स्टॉक पे न्यूट्रल है। टारगेट उनका है 925 पर शेयर।
Well, that was about MGL. The second stock on my radar today is Zomato. That stock was down somewhere around 6%.
Zomato or Zomato?
Zomato. I would like to call it Zomato. So that stock was down 6%, of course, with the disruption caused by ONDC.
Yeah.
You know, over the weekend, in fact, you know, a lot of users had posted images on social media platforms, you know, highlighting the difference in prices on Zomato, of food prices, rather pizza, burger, on Zomato vis-a-vis ONDC. You know, the difference was somewhere around 20%. You know, that can be attributed to the fact that, you know, ONDC is an open source network, not a platform. So, you know, it basically connects the users to the business, right?
Correct.
So, and it's listed on platforms like Paytm, PhonePe, etc. So, the commission charged by these platforms is somewhere around 2 to 6%. But on food delivery apps like Zomato and Swiggy, the commission charge is as high as 18 to 20%. Correct. So, that is why there's so much vast difference between prices on these two platforms, right? So, the thing is ki if Zomato goes about reducing its commission rates, it will affect the profitability. And like yesterday we were talking about Paytm also, I think,
yes,
you know, a lot of focus is on profitability. So if they reduce these commissions, that will of course delay their path to profitability. So that is one concern that these companies are facing, and which is why Zomato stock was reeling under pressure today. Aside of that, it was a third straight day of decline coming in on Zomato, and you know, the results are also about to be declared sometime soon. So we'll have to wait and watch how this entire disruption you know, pans out for these food delivery apps, you know. But you know, for ONDC also it will be a little difficult because users were complaining about the delay in delivery time and stale food and stuff like that. But you know, don't forget that when Zomato and Swiggy were also launched, they also faced some of these issues. So it could be only teething issues, or it could be something which may deter customers from going on to ONDC.
Right.
That is something we'll have to wait and watch out for. But as of now, things looking a little shaky for Zomato. Let's see how it pans out going forward.
Let's see, because I think this is a very competitive space, and you know, the protecting margins, returning to profitability is something wherein investors do focus on, and if that piece is missing, probably you could see some jerks like this moving ahead as well. That's the story of Zomato, and let's talk about UPL. This is one stock which came out with results yesterday during closing minutes of trade. कोटक ने आज एक बड़ा टारगेट प्राइस कट किया है स्टॉक पे, 690 रुपीज़ कर दिया टारगेट, जो पहले 830 रुपीज़ था। तो ऑलमोस्ट 140 रुपीज़ का प्राइस कट कोटक ने किया है, क्योंकि इनको लगता है कि जो फोर्थ क्वार्टर में मार्जिन प्रेशर है वो अगले 2 क्वार्टर्स तक भी रहेगा, क्योंकि मैनेजमेंट को लगता है कि जो हाई कॉस्ट इन्वेंट्री सिस्टम में है और चाइना से जो प्रेशर आ रहा है प्रोडक्ट प्राइसिंग पे, उसके वजह से काफ़ी ओवरऑल बिजनेस पे प्रेशर हो सकते हैं मार्जिन को लेके। वॉल्यूम्स की अलग बात है, रेवेन्यूज़ की अलग बात है, लेकिन हाँ, मार्जिन एक चीज़ रहेगी जहां चीज़ें फोकस होंगी। और जो FY24 से FY25 का अर्निंग्स एस्टिमेट है वो भी कोटक ने 15 से 20% के आसपास काटा है। तो ये स्टॉक है बैड वेदर ग्लोबली, और अगर हम साउथ अमेरिका की बात करें तो वहाँ भी एल नीनो का इफेक्ट होना चाहिए। कितना इम्पैक्ट होगा बिजनेस पे देखा जाएगा, लेकिन उसके अलावा भी एक नया चैलेंज आ गया है चाइना, जहाँ से लो कॉस्ट इन्वेंट्री ग्लोबली डंप हो रही है, जिसके कारण प्राइसिंग प्रेशर्स UPL जैसी कंपनी को देखने को मिल रही है।
Right, you know, but all brokerages are not really bearish on this stock. If you look at Jefferies, it has cut EPS estimates, but only somewhere around you know, 3 to 7% for FY24 and FY25. In fact, it says that the deleveraging that the company has done is pretty healthy.
Yeah, that is a silver lining.
And you know, and forecast, it has also forecasted like a sales CAGR of 25%, which is quite healthy. So not everything, like, you know, not every brokerage is really bearish on this stock. It's a bull versus bear case, so to say. Well, those were the stocks on our radar this afternoon. So with that, it's a wrap on Closing Bell for today. But we'll be back with all the market action at 8:30 AM tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to Moneycontrol for all your other financial news and updates.
जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।